Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I understand that the quarantine can be really difficult, but hang in there. We are all in this together. We'll get through it, I promise. So, today is going to be day 3 of the math packet, okay? So I really want you to focus on page 10, multiplying multi-digit numbers, page 11, multiplying with the standard algorithm, page 12, estimate to divide, and page 13, partial quotients. So, taking a look at page 10, it says estimate. Circle the problems with the products between 3,000 and 9,000. Then find the exact products of only the problems you circled. Well, I'm not going to do that out for you right now. What I am going to do is do number 1 and show you how to multiply multi-digit numbers just as a refresher. Okay? So, for instance, let me just get you a blank page. If we were doing number 1, it states 132 times 34. Let me write that down. So, I wrote down my problem. You're going to need a separate sheet of paper because you won't have a, well, no, it's right there. You'll have, if you think you can write small, you can do it, but if not, get a separate sheet of paper just so you can make it neat. So, we're going to take a look. We're going to start with the 4 and 34, and we're going to multiply them by each digit in 132. So, 4 times 2 is our first part right here. 4 times 2, which is going to give us 8. 4 right here. We're going to then do 4 times 3, which is going to give us 12. And we're going to put the 1 over this one, right? So we're taking the 1 from 12 and putting it above this other 1 in 132. 4 times 1 is going to give us 4, plus 1 is going to give us 5. And make sure once you're done with that little one, you cross it off so you don't use it again. Then you're going to put a 0 underneath before you do any more multiplication. Then you're going to take the 3 and 34 and multiply it out by the digits in 132. So 3 times 2 is going to give me 6. 3 times 3 gives me 9, and 3 times 1 is going to give me 3. From there, you are going to add these numbers up. So you're going to get 8, because 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 2 is going to give me 8. 9 plus 5 is going to give me 14. Put the 1 over the 3. And 3 plus 1 is going to give me 4. So my answer for number 1 is going to be 4,488. And you're going to need to circle number 1 because the product is between 3,000 and 9,000. For page 11, it is the same thing. You're just multiplying the product out, finding the product basically, and then going down to the bottom and crossing off that answer. Doing the same steps that we just did. Then, from the next one, you have page 12, and it says check answer by multiplying the divisor by the quotient. If the answer is incorrect, cross out the answer and write the correct. So if you take a look at that, you see that I'm going to take the problem that they did already, okay, and I'm going to just further explain it for you. So in the first part, it says in the division problems, they have 516 divided by 12. And they say for the student answer, they say that it is 48. So I wrote this down right here. Okay? Well, we need to figure out if 48 is the correct quotient. Okay? So what we're going to do is to check it, we're going to multiply 48 by the divisor. And then in this equation, the divisor is 12. And what we want to do is when we multiply the quotient, which is 48, times the divisor, which is 12. When we do 48 times 12, we want it to equal the dividend, which is 516. Because if it does, then that answer is correct. If not, we're going to have to use some estimation and figure out what the correct answer is. Okay? So, let's try this out. So, 48 times 12 is going to give me 576. Well, our dividend is 560. So that means that 48 is not the correct quotient. So you have to cross 48 off. And we have to figure out Well, what is the correct quotient? Well, we know that the quotient is going to have to be less than 48. We want to get the dividend of 516, or the answer of 516. 12 times something has to give us 516. Well, what if we tried 44? That's a smaller number. It might get us closer to 516. So let's try that out. 44 times 12, okay? Right here. So 2 times 4 is 8. We know 2 times 4 is going to give us 8. We're going to put a 0 underneath. Right here. 1 times 4 gives me 4. 1 times 4 again is going to give me 4. So I'm going to get 440 right here. See it? And I'm going to add these together. So 8 plus 0 gives me 8. 8 plus 4 gives me 12. Put the 1 over the 4. Oops. And then 4 plus 1 is going to give me 5. So that's going to give me 528. So I'm still too high up. The number 44 is too high. What if I try 12 times 43? Okay, well, let's see. 43 times 12. Wrote it right here. 43 times 12. Well, let's see. 2 times 3 gives me 6. Right here. 4 times 2 gives me 8. I'm going to put a 0 underneath. Right here. And I'm going to try it out now. 1 times 3 is 3, and 1 times 4 is 4. Okay? From there, I'm going to add them together. So, 6 plus 0 gives me 6. 8 plus 3 gives me 11. And 4, right here, see? Right here. And 4 plus 1 gives me 5. So that's going to give me 516. So the correct quotient or answer is going to be 43. Okay? The next problem, or the next page, says to estimate. Circle all the problems that you will have quotients greater than 30, then find the exact quotients of only the problems you circle. Okay? So, looking at, I'm just going to do number 1. I'm not going to do it fully out, but I'm going to just help you to figure out which division problems are going to have an answer greater than 30, okay? And you can use what we used above, the estimation, like the guess and check thing, to help you out to find the actual quotient, or you can literally do long division, okay? And here's what I'm going to do. So, let me just get a clean piece of paper. Looking at it, the first problem, we have to figure out if the quotient is going to be greater than 30, and then we have to circle it and actually do it out. So we have for number 1, 540 divided by 12. Now remember in the previous problem, in order to figure out, or to check the answer or figure out what our answer would be, they had you multiply the quotient by the divisor. Well, obviously we don't have the quotient yet, but we know that the quotient, in order for us to answer the problem, the quotient has to be greater than 30. So what if I take my divisor, which in the problem is 12, and I multiply it by a number that's greater than 30? So I'm just going to guess it. I'm going to put a random number that's greater than 30. I'm going to try, let me try 40, okay? Or actually, you know what? I want to do 35. Yeah, I'm going to do 35. So, 12 times 35. Well, let's figure that out. 5 times 2 is going to give me 10, and I'm going to put my 1 above. Notice? Yeah? 5 times 1 gives me 5, plus that little 1 is going to give me 6. Okay? Crossing out that little 1 because I'm done with it. 3 times 2, well, first I need to put my 0 underneath. Then I do 3 times 2, which gives me 6. And 3 times 1, which gives me 3. And I'm going to add these numbers up. So I'm going to get 0. 6 plus 6 is going to give me 12. And 3 plus 1 is going to give me 4. So I'm going to get the answer of 420. I know I'm trying to get the answer of 540, or the dividend, right? Well, I know that I still need to put in a higher number to get that answer, but Now I know, the quotient of this equation is definitely going to be greater than 30. So I can circle it and find out the answer. From there, you're going to use your guess and check method. So we tried 35. It didn't work. What if we tried 43? Let's try 12 times 43. Try that out. See if that gives you the answer of 540. You're going to keep going until you can find 12 times something gives me 540. Okay? You can do this. I believe in you. I miss you all, and I hope you're all staying safe and doing well. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button to Triple G5, okay? And have a great night. All right? I'll see you later. Bye.